Tonight is the 1201st Hootenanny. It's the 18th virtual Hootenanny. We're excited to have you all here. We're excited to be here. There are a few rules to the Hootenanny, as you'll know. They're very, very important rules. Rule number one, please enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful evening. Rule number two, tell your friends, spread it out there, share the link, share the musical love. And rule number three typically is that Bill Briggs plays first. We thought he would be here tonight. He is sadly not here. But we get the next best thing to lead us off for the Hootenanny tonight. To kick us off for this 1201st Hootenanny, we have Christine Stevens. Christine is an author, a poet, the founder of Upbeat Drum Circles. She always brings incredible instruments to share with us, and we're really excited to have her here and to have her kick off this Hootenanny. Christine, take it away.
Hey everybody, I got inspired by listening to Jenny in the warm-up to share a different song, and that's because what I miss is sitting behind the chuck wagon at Dornan's and all of us making a plan together and the way we inspire each other. So I'm going to share with you tonight. Let me just pull up the lyrics online. A great tune from Creedence Clearwater Revival called Proud Mary, because this is the season where we're digging the river, isn't it, you guys? Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, and I never lost 1 minute of sleep and worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, doo-doo rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I cleared a lot of plates in Memphis, pumped a lot of freight down the New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on a riverboat queen, and the big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry 'cause you got no money. People on the river are happy to give. Yeah, big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on working, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. All right.
Wonderful, Christine. Thank you so much. That does bring me back to playing behind the chuck wagon at Dornan's and just jamming with folks back there. Wonderful, wonderful time. Speaking of folks that I like to jam with, up next we have Mr. Clint Sweat bringing us fabulous music from fabulous times. Clint, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you, except for you putting me following Christine. That's a really tough act to follow. Very cruel.
For sure. Clint, if you have a hot second, you're a little quiet. If you're able to turn yourself up, but no worries if not.
Okay, I've got my microphone up by my, kind of near here.
Perfect, perfect.
Is that better?
Yep, great.
Oh, good, okay, I'm going to redo. God, forgot to dress myself today. Okay.
Well, take it away, Mr. Clint.
I appreciate that, thank you. Okay, I think everybody is there. I heard this is kind of an old song, for at least from the 60s, and it was updated by James Taylor, and I'd forgotten all about it until I heard it on Wyoming Sounds, and I think, what a great resource Wyoming Sounds is. So anyway, thanks to Wyoming Sounds, you get to you get to hear this. Here we go. Hey girls, gather round, listen to what I'm putting down. Hey baby, I'm your handyman. I'm not the kind to use a pencil or rule. I'm handy with love, but I'm no fool. I fix broken hearts, you know I really can. If your broken heart needs repair, I am the man to see. You whisper sweet things, you tell all your friends, they'll come running to me. Here is the same thing I want to say, working 24 hours a day. I fix broken hearts, you know I really can. Come for my yeah. Come, you'll come running to me. Here is the same thing I want to say, working 24 hours a day. I fix broken hearts, you know I really can. Come for my yeah. Come for my yeah. Come for my yeah. Okay.
You're supposed to unmute yourself before you talk. I think that's the rule of what they say. Thank you, Clint. Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And have a great night. Up next, we have Lily Robert. Lily regularly brings her cowgirl jazz. She has a beautiful picture of the Tetons behind her tonight, and really excited to have her back again. Lily, take it away.
Thank you, Ben. I have a song that I wrote. You know, when I get down and lonely and bored during this sheltering at home COVID time, one of the techniques I use to bring myself back to a positive state is to just start really assessing the things I'm grateful for. And so this is, and I love the ukulele. The ukulele is a beautiful a Kamoa ukulele that I got in Hawaii, and I love the sound of it, the whimsical sound. I hope you enjoy the song I wrote called Grateful. What are the things I'm grateful for? What are the things I'm grateful for? A ride that has wheels, a table with meals, a body that heals, and I feel your love. What are the things I'm grateful for? What are the things I'm grateful for? Shade under trees, a sweet summer breeze, the birds and the bees, and I feel your love. I know sometimes sometimes I forget those things. Glass half full, not my blessings. I know sometimes I forget those things, but I'm here to say I'm grateful. What are the things I'm grateful for? What are the things I'm grateful for? Friends by my side, a heart open wide, a song sung outside, and I feel your love, yes I do. A bison grazing in my yard, a task completed that is hard, a body that is oh so strong, memory of an old-time song, rain-tied roof above my head, hiking boots with lots of tread, the ducks returning to the pond. I could just go on, and I feel, yes I feel your love. Gotta keep in mind what we're grateful for right now. Thank you, thank you. I'm grateful for the Hootenanny on Monday nights, yay!
Thank you so much, Lily. They've actually done some science around gratitude and gratefulness, and that if you express gratitude, you literally will improve the brain chemistry going on in your body, which I just think that's cool. So thank you for helping us improve our brain chemistry.
I feel that dopamine circulating.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Lily. Up next, we have a special treat. We have Mr. Hank Phibbs. Hank, I believe, spends his winters in Tucson and is recently back in Jackson, and so excited to have him, I think only for his second virtual Hootenanny. And he plays that lap steel dobro real nice. Mr. Phibbs, welcome back to the Hoot.
Thank you, Ben. It's great. We've been actually back here since early June, and I've been watching all of the Hoots. But I just hooked up with my pal John, and we're having a great time playing music together up here in Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and we're ready to give you take you back in time to a band that came out of Marin County, California, known as the New Riders of the Purple Sage.
All right.
Are you ready, my friend?
Yeah.
Kick us off with a good train beat. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning at 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's. They left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. Now, Charlie Jones was the engineer. He had 10 years on the line. He kissed his wife at station gate this morning, 6:29. Everything was fine till 9:30, when Charlie looked up and he saw there were men on horses and men with guns, and no sign of the law. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning at 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's. They left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold.
All right, Hank, pick a chord.
was a baggage man, and he dearly loved his job. The company, they rewarded him with a golden watch and fob. Amos, he was marking time when that door blew off his car. They found Amos White in 15 pieces, 15 miles apart. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning at 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's. They left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. All right. Thank you.
Such a good song. I'm here with Miss Amy Lorenz and with Molly Waters, and
Hey, Molly.
Well,
Amy,
I like
that's
Amy
great.
and Molly. That's great.
So, Hank, you didn't do the usually Hank sings at the end, but this is now dated news, and Bernie Madoff with the gold. So, instead of they made off, but anyway.
I thought about that.
Anyway, thanks, guys.
Oh my God, thank you both. That really brings us back to sitting outside the Hootenanny at Dornan's in the sun at the Chuck Wagon, just enjoying good music.
Oh, I know. Love it.
Thank you both. Amazing.
We're back there someday, folks. Don't worry. Be patient.
Someday, but this is what we got, and it's as good as it gets at the moment. Thank you all. Up next, we have Don Wade, and one of the advantages, if there are some, from doing the Hootenanny virtually like this, is that folks like Mr. Wade get to join us, and I believe he's in New York City right now, which is amazing that he gets to teleport in and take us to his music. Don, how you doing?
That saves me a lot of money in transportation costs. So last week someone sang the Eddystone Light, and there are several parodies of it, several versions of it. There's the Keeper of the London Zoo and several other things, but back in the 1950s, John Boardman looked at the space program and decided it was time to update this. So here's the Keeper of the Asteroid Light, and remember it's back in the 50s, so it's a little bit dated, and some of the things still haven't happened that it talks about. But my father was the keeper of the asteroid light. He slept with a Martian one fine night. From this union there came 3. 2 were mutants and the other was me. Yo-ho-ho, the jets roar free. Oh, for a life at the speed of C. When I was but a space cadet, they put me in charge of a proton jet. I cleaned the tubes and I filled them with fuel, and I picked my teeth with an old slide rule. Yo-ho-ho, the jets roar free. Oh, for a life at the speed of C. One night as I was heading for the moon, singing a well-known spaceman's tune, I heard a voice cry out of the void, and there sat my mother on her asteroid. Yo-ho-ho, the jets roar free. Oh, for a life at the speed of C. What has become of my children 3? My mother then she asked of me. One is exhibited in a zoo on Venus, and the other keeps a telepathic link between us. Yo-ho-ho, the jets roar free. Oh, for a life at the speed of C. The deuterons flashed in her hydrogen hair. I looked again and my mother wasn't there, but she telepathed angrily out of the night. Then to hell with the keeper of the asteroid light. Yo-ho-ho, the jets roar free. Oh, for a life at the speed of C. So there's updated version, and here's an old song written a hymn written about 1870 and was sung around and in several hymnals, and it sort of got less religiousized and eventually ended up with Pete Seeger singing it in the 1950s, and Doris Penn added a new last verse in the 1950s. So here is a pretty much non-religious version of this old hymn. And some denominations, well, Pete said that he thought it was an old Quaker hymn, and it wasn't, but the Quakers started singing it. So it's now a Quaker hymn, even though it never was. My life goes on in endless song, above earth's lamentations. I hear the real though far off hymn that hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear its music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? While though the tempest loudly roars, I hear the truth it liveth. And though the darkness round me close, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. Since love is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble sick with fear and hear their death knell ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing?
Thank you so much, Don. That was wonderful. As you might have noticed out there in YouTube land, we are starting a few folks. We're going to have 2 songs coming up, in particular our next performers as well. I also want to introduce my co-hosts for the evening who will introduce our next performers. We have my wife, Mrs. Amy Lorenz, as well as a fellow Marmot from Marmot Ate My Boots, Miss Molly Waters, and they are going to introduce our next 2 performers. So take it away, Amy and Molly.
Thanks, Ben. Hello, greetings. It's Amy here. I am so pleased to introduce the next 2 people
who just really always bring something exciting, no matter what the song choice. And I'm really excited to hear if it's silly, if it's serious, if it's original. You never know.
You never know. As Molly just recently stated, these 2 are a national treasure.
Yes.
Adrian and Peter Ward.
Take it away.
Hi there. Our first song is a parody of Leaving on a Jet Plane. We sang it at the Center for the Arts several years ago. It was originally written by a group called the Bar and Grill Singers, which is a bunch of lawyers in Texas. And this is their only one that isn't about lawyer stuff. And it talks about flying, which is something that a lot of us aren't likely to do in the near future if we have half a brain. So,
all
my bags are packed, I have my ID, a printed itinerary, a boarding pass, and major credit card. And I'll show you that my computer works, shake my head at all the jerks whose crankiness is making this so hard. So frisk me to check for clues, tell me to take off my shoes, touch me, ask me what you need to know, 'cause I'm embarrassing each time I hear detectors beep on my brassiere. It's under wire, so watch your hands, you punk. There's no hurry now, my flight's delayed. It's all 'cause somebody made a joke and asked, so is our pilot drunk? Frisk me to check for clues, tell me to take off my shoes. Well, tell me what you need to know. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Just wait and don't complain, and soon they'll let me go. Now's the time, unless they're lying. One more line, and I'll be flying a random search, and I'll be on my way. At the gate, what's this I see? My airline declared bankruptcy. They canceled every flight they had today. I'm pissed and I need some booze. Tell me where they hid my shoes. Hold me back, 'cause there's one thing I know. I'm not leaving, there's no jet plane. Just thinking down the drain. Someday we will get to go.
So now I want to switch to an old Songfest song. It was very popular back in the 60s and 70s and still is. Probably you know the words, sing along if you do. The Royal Mail ship Titanic was the largest ship in the world when on its maiden voyage it struck an iceberg in North Atlantic on April 15th, 1912, tax day. 1,500 people drowned. Oh, they built the ship Titanic to sail the ocean blue, and they thought they had a ship that the water would never leak through. But the Lord's almighty hand saw the ship would never stand. It was sad when the great ship went down. It was sad, oh, it was sad. It was sad when the great ship went down to the bottom of the husbands and wives. Little children lost their lives. It was sad when the great ship went down. Oh, they sailed from England and were almost to the shore when the rich refused to associate with the poor. So they put them down below where they were the first to go. It was sad when the great ship went down. It was sad, oh, it was sad.
Really sad.
It was sad when the great ship went down to the bottom of the husbands and wives. Little children lost their lives. It was sad when the great ship went down. Well, the boat was full of sin and the sides about to burst when the captain shouted, "Women and children first." Oh, the captain tried to wire, but the lines were all afire. It was sad when the great ship went down. It was sad, it was sad. It was sad when the great ship went down to the bottom of the husbands and wives. Little children lost their lives. It was sad when the great ship went down. Well, they swung the lifeboats out o'er the dark and raging sea when the band struck up with a "Near, My God, to Thee." Little children wept and cried as the waves leapt o'er the side. It was sad when that great ship went down. Oh, it was sad. Oh, it was sad.
Very sad.
It was sad when the great ship went down to to the bottom of the uncles and aunts. Little children wet their pants. It was sad when the great ship went down.
Wonderful, Adrian and Peter. Absolutely legendary, truly up to your status of national treasures. Thank you so much. Up next, we have Mr. David Rossiter. He is my father, I guess. It's fine, whatever. He hails to us right now from Tucson, Arizona, and he's going to do 2 songs for us as well tonight. Tucson. David, how you doing?
Good evening, Ben. Good evening, Amy. And hi,
Good
Mom,
evening.
and everybody else. This is lovely. Yeah, I got 2 songs. I got one I've just learned the last couple of days. I decided I wanted to go back in my Bill Staines repertoire, or at least all my recordings of him. He's put out an awful lot of music. So I just started going through some of his old records to try to figure out what might be a new fun one to learn. And Bill, he writes a lot of different sort of categories. He writes silly songs and fun songs, like All God's Critters, and he's got place songs like Yellowstone Winds, but he also has these what I call life songs, all about the philosophy of life and where he's at in his life. And he always seems to be just about done in his life, and he's done about 10 of those kinds of songs where he just wraps up everything he's ever experienced, but he keeps right on living. So this is one of those, and I really like this, except that it's really hard. He breaks all the folk song rules, play a verse, play a chorus, play another verse, chorus, do a break, and so he's like repeats choruses, and he puts sort of funky bridge instrumentals in there, and it's been a tough one to sing. So we'll see how this goes, but I just thoroughly enjoy the song. So this is called "If I Come to Need an Angel." I have come to hear the beat of an almost silent sound, like a clock that's winding low as its hands go round and round. And I have come to know the music in the rush of the whispering wings. It's a song of quiet passing, it's a sound of everything. So build me up a fire and take me by the hand, and I will dance like no tomorrow to a light and lively band. Go stepping to the stars, go spinning in the air, as if I never felt a shadow, nor I never had a care. So build me up a fire and take me by the hand, and I will dance like no tomorrow to a light and lively band. And go stepping to the stars, go spinning in the air, as if I never felt a shadow, or I never had a care. For every closing of the day, there's a rising of the sun. For every race that comes to end, there's another to be run. For every bird that goes to land, there's another taking flight. And for every dark and stormy place, there's another filled with a light. So when all the music's done and the time is at an end, then I will turn unto the morning, take the trail around the bend, and walk the winding way, and ride the rising road. And if I come to need an angel, one will be there for me, I know. So when all the music's done and all the time is at hand, then I will turn unto the morning, take the trail around the bend, and walk the winding way, and ride the rising road. And if I come to need an angel, one will be there for me, I know. Thank you. That's a fun, lovely song, and actually played it pretty good for this has been a challenge for me. The next one I've been playing forever, and you all have been playing this forever too, so feel free to sing along with me. Let's just really quick check this guitar. When I take that capo off, this kind of goes wacko. Not too bad. Thank you. We remember back in the late 90s, we had this young couple with us who've gone on to bigger and better things, Ann and Pete Sibley, and most of us remember them. And they've played at the Garrison Keillor's Prairie Home Companion. They're still playing on the internet. They do concerts online, and it's wonderful to still hear them. And I heard a rumor they even came up to Jackson Hole last winter and got to play alongside a world famous band. Marmot Ate My Boots, Laces, something like that. Yeah, so that was a really fun night listening to that band and listening to Ann and Pete all at the same time. So this is one of my absolute favorite songs they do. They've done this forever. They write a lot of their own music. I think all of us at the Hoot at Jackson kind of turned them on to kind of more rootsy kind of music. They wrote this one for Pete's dad. And I really like it because it reminds me of my parents. When you're just in love and you get separated, in this case by war for both of them. My dad went off to Korea and his first son was born while he was still over there. So this song really resonates with me. And I know I can't hear you when you sing along in the chorus, but I feel your vibes through the ether. So please sing along with me, okay? Since the night I met you, there's no one else for me. I know my heart was taken, stolen away from me. Will you wander down in the moonlight? Will you stand with me by and by? In this life, is there nothing forsaken? Will you walk with me till I die? In those young days we courted, before they called for you. With every breath I long for, running away with you. There's a pale moon out on the water. There is lightning flashing in the sky. There will be no rest on this journey. Will you walk with me till I die? Were long, but somehow lonely days were past and gone. You looked at me that old way, like the day we fell in love. Will you wander down in the moonlight? Will you stand with me by and by? In this life, is there nothing forsaken? Will you walk with me till I die? There's a pale moon out on the water. There is lightning flashing in the sky. There will be no rest on this journey. Will you walk with me till I die? Will you walk with me till I die? Thank you all.
Very nice. Very nice.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, David. It does bring me back again to playing the Hootenanny.
Yeah, it does.
Such a good song.
That's just the best.
Wonderful. Thank you. Up next, we have Mr. John Seidel. John's been a staple of Wyoming music for as long as I've been around, that's for sure. And he's been an incredible supporter of the virtual Hoot as well, performing as a host, as a performer. Yeah, he's got the stapler up. He's thinking punny. He's a punny man, Mr. Seidel. And on that note, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Ben. Spur of the moment, it was just handy, and I thought, yeah, I better do that. Well, now, got a special hat on tonight. Let's see if you'll see that. That's a Ralph Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys hat, and it's autographed by Dr. Ralph Stanley himself. We went to his 80th birthday party when I was back in California. This must have been maybe about 12, 13 years ago or so. He played a concert. We listened to him, and we had some of his birthday cake. This is one of his great songs. One of the fine traditional balladeers. And also, this was a song that I always loved by the Charles River Valley Boys, singing great harmony back in Boston. And my dear friend John Cook was in the band at that point. It's called the Angel Band. My latest sun is sinking fast, and my race is nearly run. My strongest trials have now are past, my triumph has begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand, bear me away on your snow-white wings to my immortal home. Bear me away on your snow-white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear my longing heart to him who bled and died for me, whose blood now cleanses from all sin and gives me victory. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand, bear me away on your snow-white wings to my immortal home. Bear me away on your snow-white wings to my immortal home. All right. Well, I guess I've got two songs, and so I'm going to pick it up.
just a little bit. Many of you know I spent the 60s back in Boston. I was working back there after college. And I spent a lot of my time at Club 47, which is one of those fabled old folk music clubs in Harvard Square. It's called Passim now. They still have music. But this is back in the mid-60s. And one of my favorite acts there was Jim Kweskin and the Jug Band. Here's one of his songs. Blues in the bottle, blues in the bottle. Where do you think you're at, pretty mama? Blues in the bottle, where do you think you're at? Well, first you kicked my dog, and then you sat on my hat. Oh, the rooster chews tobacco, oh, the rooster chews tobacco. And the hen uses snuff, pretty mama, oh, the rooster chews tobacco. And the hen uses snuff. Them little pullets don't do nothing, oh, you know, they just strut their stuff. Oh, strut your stuff. I'm going to Chattanooga, I'm going to Chattanooga to see my ponies run. Pretty mama, I'm going down to Chattanooga to see my ponies run. And if I win a prize, you know, I might give my baby some. Oh, I'm going to Silly Putty, I'm going to Silly Putty. Sorry, I can't take you. I'm going to Silly Putty, I have no idea what that means. Sorry, I can't take you. I can't abide no woman who goes around sniffing glue, not even you. Oh, blues in the bottle, blues in the bottle. Who do you think you're at? Blues in the bottle, where do you think you're at? Well, first you kicked my dog, then you sat on my hat. Thank you all out there.
Thank you, John.
Awesome. Well, I have a dog trying to get me to throw a football right now, but I'm going to
Leo.
press pause on that. I would like to introduce the next person up, which is Miss Jenny Landgraf. Jenny is an inspiration and a friend, and I miss getting to see all of you, but you especially, Jenny. I did see on your Instagram that you're spending your free time making some pretty cool jewelry these days. Guitar string jewelry for a good cause. So I'm glad you're keeping busy, and let's see what you got.
You know, you got to fill your time somehow, and like not have to run and refill a wine glass too many times. Drinking alone is not fun or good. Well, it's okay, but Anyway, I miss you guys so much too. It is wearing on, shall we say. Anyway, my dog's occupied with a fresh bone from the freezer, so go ahead and throw that football for your dog, Molly. I've got a song that Lucinda William covered. I'm pretty sure it's an old traditional song though. It's called Drop Down Daddy. You can drop down, daddy, let your mama see you got something, baby, keeps on worrying me. Well, my mama don't allow me fool around late at night. Yes, you may be too young, some men might not treat you right. Well, the Jack of Diamonds told the Queen of Spades, oh, come on, baby, let's talk and creep away. Oh, my mama don't allow me fool around all night long. Said you may be too young, some men might treat you wrong. Well, stop scratching on my window, stop knocking on my screen. You're an evil man and I know just what you mean. Oh, my mama won't allow me fool around late at night. Said you may be too young, some men might not treat you right. Well, if you know some of these men full so much jive, got a handful of gimme, mouthful of much obliged. Well, my mama won't allow me fool around late at night. Said you may be too young, some men might not treat you right. Well, if you see me coming, throw your woman outdoors. I ain't no stranger, I've been here before. Well, mama won't allow me fool around all night long. Said you may be too young, some men might treat you wrong. You can drop down, daddy, let your mama see you got something, baby, keeps on worrying me. Well, my mama won't allow me fool around late at night. Said you may be too young, some men might not treat you right. Said you may be too young, some men might not treat you right. Well, thanks out there. I'm gonna do another one. I had kind of sworn off being a rabble rouser, and then I can't help myself. It's just in my nature to be a poorly behaved woman. So I'm gonna play a song that Levy and McGuinn wrote. It's called "I Want to Grow Up to Be a Politician," and I think you know who I might be sending this out to. I might tweak the words a little bit. I want to grow up to be a politician and take over this beautiful land. I want to grow up to be a politician and be the old U.S. of A's #1 man. I'll always be tough, I'll never be scary, oh no. I want to shoot guns and butter my bread. I want to build towns, not conservate the prairies, and you can believe the future's ahead. I'll give the young a right to vote as soon as they mature, but spare the rod and spoil the child to help them feel secure. And if I win election day, I might give you a job. I'll sign a bill to help the rich, to show I'm such a snob. I'll open my door, I'm charging admission, and you can be sure I'll give you my hand with COVID on it. I want to grow up to be a politician and take over this beautiful land. Yeah, I'll make you glad you got me in with everything I do, and I'll defend until the end my own red, white, and blue. I want to grow up to be a politician and take over this beautiful land. I want to grow up to be a politician and take over this beautiful land. I'm trying to take over this beautiful land.
Yay! Thank you, Miss Jenny. Thank you for being poorly behaved. I think that's important.
I'm glad you enjoy it. I do.
Wonderful. Well, speaking of poorly behaved, up next we have a fella known as Dr. Chris Bingman. I've never known him to be well behaved before. I expect he will continue that tradition tonight.
Thank you.
He's going to give us 1.5 songs in his own estimation. I don't know what that means, but we are about to find out. Ladies and gents, Dr. Bingman, take it away.
Well, howdy out there, friends. I'm coming to you live from Dornan's. I got the whole back deck to myself, as it is currently closed. But I ain't complaining. They still got their Wi-Fi on, so here I am. And so by the 1.5 songs, I wanted to do, so I'm not going to go on too long bragging about myself, but I've been asked to do the music for a documentary. And so last weekend I went over to Idaho Falls, sequestered myself away, and recorded some songs for this documentary. And one of them is this song that I'm going to do, but it's just the same thing over and over. It's just a little Irish reel. I mean, it's real good, but I mean, you know, it's the same thing over and over. So I'm just going to play a little bar or two of it. That'll be the half part, and then I'll play a full song. I put my beer down, didn't even take a drink. So. The hell's wrong with me? So here we go. This one's called Off to California. Thank you. There was the half song. And now I'm going to do a little Bill Monroe song here. I got my music on shuffle at work all the time, and this one's popped up a couple times, so I felt like going ahead and doing it. It's Can't You Hear Me Calling? Here we go. The days are long, the nights are lonesome, since you left me all alone. I'm worried so, my little darling, I'm worried so, since you've been gone. Sweetheart of mine, can't you hear me calling? A million times I loved you best, mistreated you, Lord, and I'm sorry. Come back to me is my request. I remember now the night we parted, a big mistake could cause it all. If you return, sunshine will follow. To stay away will be my fault. So heart of mine, can't you hear me calling? A million times I loved you best, mistreated you, Lord, and I'm sorry. Come back to me is my request. The nights are long, my little darling. Oh, how I need your sweet embrace. When I woke, the sun was shining. When I looked up, I saw your face. Sweetheart of mine, can't you hear me calling? A million times I loved you best, I mistreated you, and I'm sorry. One day's my request. Sweetheart of mine, can't you hear me calling? A million times I loved you best, mistreated you, and I'm sorry. Come back to me is my request. Come back to me is my request. Come back to me is my request. How? Thank you kindly. You guys have a good one out there. Always a pleasure picking for you.
Thank you, Dr. Bingman. Appreciate that. Wonderful couple of tunes. Love that Irish tune. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty nice actually.
Real good. And good to see you on the deck of Dornans too. We're talking about missing the Hoot, and though it's empty out there, it's good to see that place.
Yep. See, I got the old Tetons there behind me.
It sure look real nice. Shoot. Thank you, Chris. Have a good night.
You guys have a good night. Take care.
Up next, we have Mike Hersher. Mike Hersher, I believe, comes way of California, and as a good friend of Mr. Clint Sweat, we have been excited to have him here the past few weeks, past couple months, in fact, and excited to have him back. Mike, take it away.
Why, thank you very much. I have Pete Seeger behind me instead of the mountains, so you can see him on the door. So this song I'm going to do is by Steve Goodman, comes from back in the 70s, and it's kind of it's a song about all the mistakes that young men make when they try stuff for the first time. It's called Don't Go Looking for Trouble. The first time you take a drink makes you spit and sputter. shiver and shudder, mumble and mutter, but the next one tastes so sweet, makes you want another, and now you're drinking all the time. Don't go looking for trouble, trouble will find you, trouble will find you, trouble will find you. Don't go looking for trouble. Let me remind you, there's trouble in your own backyard. The first time you shade the truth, you want to run and hide. Your tongue gets tied, your mouth gets dry, and then you figure out nobody knows you lie. And now you're shading all the time. Don't go looking for trouble, trouble will find you, trouble will find you, trouble will find you. Don't go looking for trouble. Let me remind you, 'cause it sure don't have to look too hard. Trouble will pin a tail on you, follow you all around. It'll get you when your number is up and when your guard is down. The first time you fall in love, the skies are sunny. She calls you honey, your jokes are funny, and then you figure out she was only in it for the money, and now you're crying all the time. Don't go looking for trouble, trouble will find you, trouble will find you. It'll deaf, dumb and blind you. Don't go looking for trouble. Let me remind you, you sure don't have to look too hard. 'Cause there's trouble, trouble in your own backyard. So, be careful, don't go looking for trouble. And now I'm going to pivot to a more romantic song. I can see that the sun is sort of sinking down over there, over the mountains in Wyoming. I'm sure if you're back east, it may have already set. So I'm going to sing a little song from James Taylor. Called You Can Close Your Eyes. Well, the sun is surely sinking down, but the moon is slowly rising, and this old world still is spinning round, and I still love you. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes, it's alright. And I don't know no love songs, I can't sing the blues anymore, but I can sing this song, and you can sing this song when I'm gone. And it won't be long before another day we're gonna have a good time, and nobody gonna take that time away. You can stay as long as you like. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes, it's alright. I don't know no love songs. I can't sing the blues anymore. But I can sing this song. And you can sing this song. When I'm gone. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mike. That was beautiful. Well answered. Up next, we have John Carney, sending it back to John and Hank out there hanging out in Wilson. Gentlemen, take it away.
Hey, thank you so much. Mike, great version of that James Taylor song. And that's one of my favorites. Hank and I have played that on occasion. Anyway, there's a couple of songs that we're going to do that are really based on, I think, inspired by the land and country and that sense of place. And the first one is by Robbie Robertson, and everybody, I'm sure, knows this song. And it's part of what kind of gave them the title of Americana as a type of music that the band played, and songs by Robbie Robertson that were inspired by the place. And this one's about the Civil War, and it's been covered by lots of other artists. And the second song we're going to do is one by John Denver that's also very place based. And so, kind of, if there's a theme here, that's it.
Yes.
Virgil Kane is the name, and I served on the Danville train. The Stoneman's cavalry came, and they tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. I made the 10th, Richmond it fell. It was a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went la 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 la. Back with my wife in Tennessee, when one day she called to me, Virgil, quick, come see, there goes Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest, but they should never have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing, and they went la 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 la. Like my father before me, I will work the land. Like my brother above me, who took a rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, when a Yankee a cane back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing the night they drove Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went la. Thank you, thank you. I know the clapping is only visual because all of you are turned off. So,
You lost your thumb click. You want to get it?
Oh, did I? Oh my gosh! No, I got another one right here.
Okay.
Okay, so the next song we promised was another land-based song, and this is the John Denver song. And remember, John Denver did actually play at the Hootenanny.
For Marty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was a fairly frequent visitor to Wyoming. Anyway.
Did a concert, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
The lodge.
For
Marty.
So, for Marty, really? Okay. So here's this one goes like this, and you all know this. I mean, I hope you're all singing along with these choruses because they're pretty singable. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like the breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gathered round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, faded on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. Hey, take it. I hear a voice in the morning hour, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country road, take me home to a place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, down country road, take me home, those country roads. Thank you. Thank you, John Denver.
Thank you, gentlemen. Two classic
Yeah.
songs. Wonderful.
Good.
All right, team. We have reached nearly the end of the lineup, so we're going to turn around and get a few more songs from folks. So I have the pleasure of reintroducing Adrian and Peter, and as they put it, Ben, we could do another ridiculous song if needed, so take it away, Adrian and Peter, with another ridiculous song.
Ridiculous.
So here's a song with a chorus and everybody can join in. Oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Well, the first to come in was Elizabeth Bender. She went to find out what was wrong with her suspender. It snapped and caught her in the feminine gender. Nobody knew she was there. Singing, oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Well, the next old lady was Abigail Humphrey. She wiggled and squirmed to make herself comfy, but then she found out she could not get her bum free. Nobody knew she was there. Singing, oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Well, the next to come in was Elizabeth Pickle. She vaulted the door for the want of a nickel. 1 foot in the bowl in a hell of a pickle. Nobody knew she was there. Singing, oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Well, the next old woman was Elizabeth Clancy. She went to find out what tickled her fancy. She found to her surprise it was ants in her pantsy. Nobody knew she was there. Singing, oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Well, the next was a lady named Elizabeth Mason. The stalls were all full, so she walked in the basin. That is the water that you washed your face in. Nobody knew you were there. Singing, oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Well, the next was the Bishop of Chichester's daughter, who went in to pass off superfluous water. She pulled on the chain, the rising tide caught her. Nobody knew she was there. Singing, oh dear, what can the matter be? 7 old ladies locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. Well, a janitor came in early in morning. He opened the doors without any warning. The 7 old ladies were their seats adorning. Nobody knew they were there.
And nobody seemed to care. That's elder abuse.
Oh, sad.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Sad. So sad.
Amazing. Well, thank you. And to keep it going around again, we have up next for his third song tonight, Mr. John Seidel.
Oh my gosh, another one yet, huh? Okay, now this is going to be a audience participation song. You ladies out there, you'll know when it's time to come in. So if you'll unmute yourselves, this occurs in about the second line of the song. So I need a little bit of help. Listen up. This is my non-politically correct cowboy song. Pancho Villa crossed the border in the spring of odd 16. The people of Columbus still hear him riding through their dreams. He killed 17 civilians. You can hear the women scream. I said, hear the women scream. Unmute yourselves. Black Jack Persian on a dancing horse was waiting in the wings. Tonight we ride, tonight we ride. We'll skin old Pancho Villa, make chaps out of his hide. Shoot his horse, Siete Lewas, his 22nd bride. Tonight we ride, tonight we ride. We rode for 3 long years to Black Jack Persian called it quits. When Jack he wasn't looking, I stole his fine spade bit. He was right up on a stallion, so I rode away on it to the wild Chihuahuan desert, so dry you could not spit. Tonight we ride, you bastards dare. We'll kill the wild Apache for the bounty on his hair. Then we'll ride into Durango, climb up the whorehouse stairs. Tonight we ride, tonight we ride. When I'm too damn old to sit a horse, I'll steal the warden's car, bust my ass out of this prison, leave my teeth there in a jar. You don't need no teeth, kissing gals and puffing cheap cigars. I'll sleep with one eye open beneath God's celestial stars. Tonight we rock, tonight we roll. We'll rob the Juarez liquor store for the Reposado gold. If we drink ourselves to death, ain't that the cowboy way to go? Ah! Tonight we ride, tonight we ride, tonight we fly. We're heading west to the mountains and the ocean where the eagle makes his nest. If our bones drip bleach on the desert, we'll consider we are blessed. Tonight we ride, tonight we ride, tonight we ride. Tonight we ride, we'll kill Apache. If we drink ourselves to death, ain't that the cowboy way to go? Tonight we ride, tonight we ride. Oh. Tom Russell's song, he says, oh, a lot.
Oh.
Just like Chris.
Speaking of that guy that goes, oh, he's up next. John, thank you so much for a wonderful cowboy song. And up next, we have Mr. Ha himself, Dr. Chris Thingman, out there on the porch at Dornan. Chris! Ha!
Well, I did have the porch to myself earlier, but now I got all these folks joining me.
That's right.
Mercy Springs, it turned into quite the fete out here.
Amazing. Party on.
Yeah. Wait, let me move so the sun's not. There we go. Well, here we go. This is the ancient Chinese song Tunin.
Here, I'm gonna help you.
Oh.
Well, because you got the sun, the silhouette.
All right, that works. I ain't gonna work on the railroad. I ain't gonna work on the phone. I'll lay around the shack till the milk train comes back, and I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. sweet baby's arms. Lay round the shack till the mail train comes back, and I roll in my sweet baby's arms. Now Baba's a sister, operator. Sister can weave and can spin. Now Mama on the hill at that old cotton mill, just watching that old cotton rolling. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. They round the shack till the milk train comes back, and rolling my sweet baby's arms. Now where was you last Friday night while I was lying in jail? Sitting round the place with old cotton mill, just watching my cotton rolling. Yeah, rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Lay round the shack till the mail train comes back, and rolling my sweet baby's arms. I roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Lay round the shack till the mail train comes back, and I roll in my sweet baby's arms. I lay round the shack till the mail train comes back, and roll in my sweet baby's